What's up, you guys? It's Share Gamer back with another video, back with another banger. Look, you guys, hit the subscribe button or follow me depending on the platform you're watching me on, because I am covering news for Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 3, because it looks like the game is definitely coming out after myself and other YouTubers like QG and NoNo went ahead and actually did a video talking about the leaked roster for Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 3, which, by the way, shout out to them other two YouTubers and all that as well, because people actually have interest in Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 3. People actually want this game right here. I had over 11K people so far actually watch the video that I did on it. That's actually more people that's playing the game on Steam right now. And if you want to go ahead and say, okay, what about the numbers across the board on all platforms? Let's just say have those same numbers on all platforms. That's still like, what, not even like 300 people? And that's just being nice with that number. But that's not even really the point. The point is this: a lot of people really want this game and they actually interested in hearing about Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 3. And I'm telling you guys, I believe the game is going to be announced at the Game Awards. Now, this is just my opinion. This is not leaked. There's no facts about this or nothing like that. This is just my opinion. The reason why I think Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 3 is going to be at the Game Awards, because think about this. The timing of this leak is not, because I'm going to tell y'all this. These leaks always be happening with Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl. It happened with 1, 2, and now 3, which I believe that game is coming out. Before the game comes out, the game is just always getting leaked. Every time, the game is just always getting leaked. I literally have videos on my channel talking about Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl leaks before the game comes out, which I'm gonna have the playlist, the link to the playlist for you guys to check out, just me talking about the leaks before the game even came out. But you guys, so at this point, the Game Awards is right there around the corner. It's taking place December 11th. As of right now, unless something just come out of the blue, we don't have no Smash Bros game coming out, which I hope that's wrong, you know, at least just not right now. Like, I'm sure it's gonna come out at some point. But we don't have no multiverses no more. We don't have no other platform fighter that I would really say that a lot of people really like that interested in to really want to talk about and actually play, that's not currently out already. The thing about Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 3, that they could take advantage of this opportunity with 2025 and go ahead and actually like take over when it comes to the platform fighting gaming community, because honestly it's been dry. Nobody have really been talking about platform fighters and all recently, because rather you have the games that have been out already, or you have games dying in the platform fighting community. Now, what's going to end up happening is this: if they go ahead and pull this off at the Game Awards, it's going to bring attention to the game. Now, the one thing that I am concerned about, because it's been the same trend with all Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl games, is that they take steps forward, but I feel like they don't take a big enough of a step to go ahead and make the game better. And I plan on making a video talking about that, but I do want to touch on this. So what ended up happening is that the game, like, you had the first game that came out, that was a start, and then you took a step with Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2, and like, yes, they took a good step in the right direction with the story mode, making the game like offline friendly, but the online was an issue and all for people like myself. Oh, I did the Bubble Bowl tournament. The Bubble Bowl tournament was actually ruined because of the online and all when it came to the game, but I'm gonna have to talk about that in another video, because I really want to talk more about the Game Award thing. But I just want to bring this point out. The thing about Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 3 is that how big of a step is it going to take? That's the part that I'm concerned about, because they need to take a certain step to where the quality of the game is, you know, focus more on the longevity part of the game, not, oh, let's just get out a sequel that feels more like an update, instead of just going ahead and just updating Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2, which I understand why they'll do that. But, you know, game mill entertainment is kind of weird when it comes to these things, because look at the Nickelodeon kart racing games, for example. It just be like a straight update when it comes to their games. It don't really be like a big step in a bigger direction. That's why the games don't really do that well. And yes, they do change things up, but it don't really be enough, honestly. And that's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. But at the same time, you look at the numbers and the stats and stuff like that when it comes to the game, and people buying the game, and even the critic ratings and all like that, they all kind of say the same thing. So I'm just saying, for anybody that might say something crazy. But with the Game Awards taking place, this is Nickelodeon's big opportunity to go ahead, well, not Nickelodeon, but Game Mill Entertainment, big opportunity to go ahead and actually take over and be that talk about fighting game, at least going into next year. Now, one thing that they could do, which would be a big advantage to them, is that they could actually drop a trailer for the game in December, and from as far as I know, there's no big fighting game coming out in the first quarter of next year, one thing that Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl, when it comes to that franchise, what Game Mill Entertainment would do is, like, they would drop the trailer for the game, and they'll drop a couple more trailers and stuff like that, some more videos and all about it. They'll do some type of marketing, not the marketing that a lot of people actually want for the game, and the game will come out about 2 to maybe about 3 months later. Now, if they do that, because the Game Awards taking place in December, I could definitely see this game coming out in February 2026. And now if they do that and they show it at the Game Awards, which that's the perfect opportunity, because that's the biggest stage that you're going to get to go ahead and reveal your game. You have a lot of eyes of people actually checking it out, which actually releasing a game like 2 months after it's announced is not common no more. So if they actually do that, that would actually work in their favor, to be honest. The only problem is, like, what development have they done with the game? Like, what did they change and all like that? The one thing I give them credit for, from what I see so far, if the roster leaks are real, is the fact that it looked like we're going to have live action characters that gonna be in the game. You're gonna have villains in the game like Vexus and Vlad you're gonna be able to play as, which, by the way, I'm excited about that. Now, honestly, I really feel like even with that roster, it's a deep bag when it comes to a roster. They need to make that roster bigger. That roster definitely need to be bigger. And the reason why I say that is this. So the one thing that a lot of people talk about when it comes to Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl, which, and this is real, people don't really complain about the gameplay. People do complain about the content in the game, but people are always talking about characters. I feel like if they go all out with the roster, if they go all out with the characters and everything, people will be happy. That's what people really want. They really want characters. This is one thing that I hate to bring this up, but that Multiverses actually failed at, was giving the characters that people actually wanted for the game, that actually played a role into the depth of the game. If Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 3 can go ahead and literally go all out, give us every single character for Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 1, give us every character for Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2, and they go ahead and add a lot more fan favorites and all like that, and you give us like a bigger roster, because you already got a big roster so far for what I see so far with the leaks. If you go ahead, you build off of that, you add more characters, people is going to want to play the heck out of this game. Like, that's not even a question. That's not an if and a but. People going to want to play the heck out of this game. But the thing with Game Mill Entertainment is that, I'll be honest, they'll put the game out and you don't really get that much right after. Like the last game, what, we got like 4 characters out of DLC? Like, I'm just saying, that's crazy. Hey, come on. Go ahead, give us more characters, give us more DLC. Make this the biggest roster that y'all could possibly make this game, because I will say this, with Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 3, this could actually be, well, Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2 is already Game Mill's Entertainment best game that they ever put out, but Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 3 could really change things for Game Mill Entertainment. It really could. But you guys, I want y'all to comment down below and let me know, do y'all think that Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 3 is going to appear at the Game Awards? Do you still think the leaks is real or fake? I want to hear y'all thoughts about this. And I got to say thank you guys for all the support that y'all been giving me recently when it comes to my channel for Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl. I got a lot more Shade Team members and all as well. But thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like, comment, share the video, and also subscribe and join the Shade Team. Join the Shade Team. Thank you guys for watching. Shout out to the Shade Team as always, and I am out.